Yeah, I'm Jack Deino. I've worked at several larger investment managers over the last few years, and I've spoken quite frequently at these events. Well, you get really high-level senior managers and senior people. For example, I'm a corporate debt investor, so you hit a lot of stones at one time, and it's highly investable. Highly valuable for the time that you invest. It's an opportunity to meet people from diverse industries. As investors, we're used to meeting CFOs, we're used to meeting investor relations people and board members, but here we meet a plethora of people, not just from companies, but from banks, from consultants, and across industries. I don't think Zoom or Teams can ever replace physical interaction, and especially in a region like the Middle East. The Middle East, if you go back and you try to understand, the culture here, it is very, very much about physical interaction, about having a tea or a coffee and talking about deals, talking about transactions, and getting things done, but in person and face-to-face and not over the internet. I think it's a really good way to meet people that could potentially be helpful to you, your business efforts, and you probably didn't even know they existed, and they're right here. I spoke about ESG, and I spoke about hard-to-abate industries, which are industries where there's no clear path to reducing their carbon footprint. And my view is it's really important for all of us to be engaged with those kind of companies and those industries, because that's going to make or break our efforts to reach our, the goals under the Paris Agreement and ultimately to save our planet. I think that we've gotten way ahead of ourselves actually with ESG. For example, when ESG the term was first coined back in the early 2000s, there weren't too many firms, there weren't too many rating agencies specifically looking at ESG factors. So I think we know what the major issues are. We know, the environmental, the social, the governance issues, gender diversity, board independence, private sector participation. We know about all these things outside of the obvious 10,000-pound gorilla in the Middle East, which is carbon footprint and which is fossil fuels. We know about it all. Now, I think it's time to hit the drawing board and start, honing into what's really important and, making all the meetings that we've had over the last few years as a society, all the NGOs, all the organizations, taking it all together and turning it into action.
Wow.
Well, I think it just brings together, it's become a benchmark. You guys have been doing this for multiple years. As you know, this isn't the first time I participated on one of your panels. And every year, I think the team here figures out what is a corner that needs to be curved, what is something that needs to be added. And you guys have gone fine-tuning this to where it's highly useful and highly investable, whether it be myself as an investor, or it be a corporate manager, or it be a service provider.